there. Would all you people standing here by the door, come on in, please. Staff, if you can help out, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. We can begin. As you're aware, one of the highlights for tonight is the slam dunk contest that you've been looking forward to, and that's coming up later on in the program. And the purpose for today's assembly is to be able to introduce all of the spring sports and have the finals of the slam dunk. But I still need a little more cooperation. I'm having trouble speaking and I'm having trouble being heard. If I could have your cooperation and be quiet, please, we'll begin. Folks are running out of time. If you could please calm down. Thank you. Okay, the purpose, as I mentioned, for today's assembly is to be able to present to you some athletes that have given of themselves, given a lot of their free time, put in a lot of hours of dedication, sacrifice, so that they can represent you, represent us, Southfield High School, in varsity competition, junior varsity competition, and freshman competition, among other schools in the area. I'm proud of the team. I'm proud of all of our teams that we have here and the coaches that have worked so hard for these people and with these people. And I think an assembly of this kind is here so that we can honor these folks, and I'd like to do that right now. First thing I would like to do is I would like to call on the freshman softball team. If all the girls of the freshman softball team would come on out, please. Freshman softball team, would you come on out? Now, I'd like you to line up right across the front here. Freshman softball team. Come on down, girls. The freshman softball team, please come on down. I would like to introduce to you the coach of the softball team, Mr. Greg McDowell.
Okay, our softball team has been practicing for about a month. We played 3 games so far. Each time we've been getting better. Girls are working very hard. As you can see, we can always use support on the team. Pretty hard playing other teams with. Really, we do have 13 on the team. Obviously, the other 8 are out practicing, getting ready. They're working hard. The girls on the team are Heather Alder, Anna Zoo, Annette Broadley, Heather Channel, Missy Cooper, Tasha DeWeaver, Erica Godfrey, Tracy Johnson, Beth Koenig, Tiffany Latola, Shelley Lytle, Tiffany Staples, and Angela Turner. We play our home games at Beechwoods. We'd like you all to come out and support us. As I said, we're getting better. We're going to win some games this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg. Okay, thank you. JV softball this year wasn't as successful. We don't have a JV softball team, but at this point I would like to call out the members of the varsity softball team. Girls, come on out. Mr. Dolan, their head coach, was unable to be here today because he teaches over at Levy Junior High or Levy Middle School, and he's unable to be here, but speaking for the girls, I would like to present to you one of the team captains, Liz Bingham. Liz?
The girls' varsity softball team has been practicing over a month now, and we only had 2 games so far, but we're really good. Tonight is our first league game against Seaholm, the back diamond behind A House at 4 o'clock. We only have, everyone's not here, but as you can see, our other captain, Shelley Pinwaden, Mary Seaman, Jackie, Kia, Terry Barber, Noelle Sherman, Kim Cox, and Linda Hassel. We would like everyone to come to our game tonight and support us. Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. Okay, I hope you all have in your plans tonight to come on out here at Southfield High. We have a lot of activity going on. There are really 3 varsity sports being performed here at home tonight. There's the varsity baseball game going on out here. A varsity soccer game is going on the football field. And we also have the varsity softball team playing right in back of House A. So if you come on out tonight, you can see 3 varsity level activities, all for the same price. At this time, I would like to introduce the boys of the boys tennis team. Will all the tennis players come on down, please? And the head coach this year of the varsity tennis team, Mr. Harry Vandenbrink.
The tennis team thanks you, and Delano thanks you. We're blessed this year with a real enthusiastic bunch of tennis players. We got a lot of new freshmen. There's some real talent here, and I feel that in about 3-4 years, we'll be able to compete with the country club schools like Seaholm. Let me introduce the players. Now at this end, we have Delano White. Delano plays doubles. We have a number 4 singles player, Nick Macris. We have a number 1 doubles, Jake Steiger. We have a number 2 doubles, Rob Sherwin. We have a number 2 singles, Rich Mandel. And we have number 3 doubles, Corey Thompson. And another doubles player, Chad Vioto. And another doubles player, Jermaine Gordon. And another doubles, Dewan Wood. And our last doubles, Kirk Bowley. Currently our record is 2-2, and we're looking forward to coming at least 3rd place in the SMA. Thank you.
Thank you, boys tennis. The next team that I would like to present to you today, a group of young ladies that are improving with every game. Happened to watch them perform out here yesterday. There's a lot of potential, a lot of hard effort, a lot of good work. I would like to call Mr. John Buchanan and the girls' soccer team out onto the field. Girls, I believe this is Mr. Buchanan's 4th year as coach. He's a lot younger than I think. 7th year. Thank you.
Okay, this is our varsity girls soccer team. And basically we have a young, inexperienced team. A lot of 9th graders on the team. A lot of these girls have committed themselves since last year to play all year round. We have a nucleus of 9 girls who have played all year round, and it's now showing. We're doing well. We're improving game by game, and we're led by Beth Burton, one of our co-captains, and we're also led by Janine Coney, one of our other co-captains. We'd appreciate it if we could have some fans come out and watch us. They're fun, they're exciting, they're having a good time out there, and we play Redford Union tonight at 4 o'clock. If you can, please come on out there and watch us and enjoy a little bit of soccer. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Buchanan. Now, turning back to baseball, I'd like to have the freshman baseball team out here on the floor, and the coach of the freshman baseball team, the head coach, is Mr. Bruce Marshall, who the assistant coach for the freshman team, Mr. Fred Colorado. Come on now, boys.
I'm not going to introduce these guys individually for the sake of time, but I want to tell you that they're a real fine group of young men. They've been working very hard. We've not yet won a ball game, but I'm sure we will soon. Next week we have away games at Groves and Andover. We play our home games on the varsity diamond, so I would ask you to come out and support your freshman baseball team. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, boys. Again today, Mr. Brian Weiss, who is the JV baseball coach, is not here. He's unable to attend this afternoon, but filling in for the JV coach, I would like to have the varsity coach come out and present the JV baseball team. Boys on the JV baseball team, please come on down. And this is Mr. Dabowski.
These fellows started working like everybody else in spring sports around the 1st of March. They're presently 1-1. They beat Lathrop and they lost Oak Park, a very close game. They did succeed where the varsity couldn't. They beat Lathrop. I'd like to introduce these fellows by the grades that they are. First of all, juniors, Toby Bayless, would you step forward? Rico Lally, junior. Jesse Miles. Quantrill Ogletree, Derek Woods, Barney Barrymore, sophomore Chris Beatty, sophomore Robert Coleman, sophomore Ken Darden, sophomore Dennis Flagg, sophomore Dan Franklin, sophomore Ken Franklin, sophomore Randy Hayes, sophomore Eric Hubble, George Lowe is in here, sophomore Jason Washington, and sophomore Stephen Moore. Mr. JV baseball man. Let's have the varsity ball club come out here. These fellas have worked very hard. Unfortunately, about 8 or 9 of them decided to take off for vacation. The day after vacation, we had a game against Lathrop. We didn't play that well. Since then, since we've got some practice and we've mercied West Bluefield 16-4, so the team is improving. Tonight, we play here at home against Seaholm. I wish everybody could come out and help us beat them. I'd like to introduce, first of all, our senior captains. Dean Garwood, pitcher, senior captain. Jeff Otis, senior captain. Richard Nalabedian, senior captain. This next fellow is the senior captain. He's presently batting .571, Robert Lunsford. Next fellow is a senior, and he's batting the highest batter on the team. He's batting .871 for the first 4 games, Danny Weiss. Senior and ever-present in left field, Hank Mulder.